baby, take off the mask. Walk towards the sun. How about that? The light is inviting to you. God's here. Come and say hi.
Louis, I saw one of your tweets the other day.
Which one?
The one where you tweeted, "I hate Taylor Swift."
I forgot to mention, after I lost the Emmy, I needed to pick up some freelance work. And the former president, 45, said, "Are you in the all caps business?" And I said, I can try it.
Not the all caps business.
I know.
I love when he goes there. It's very Kanye.
It sure is Kanye. It sure is.
When we liked him,
right? And he just
tweeting about being on airplanes,
right? Or just all caps. Art is the best, or whatever he would tweet.
Yeah. So this has been such a fun saga that I did not know would unfold into more for us to actually have something to talk about after last week, because we recorded the episode and then the debate happened. Yes. And Taylor Swift endorsed Kamala Harris.
Correct.
And this was a coordinated effort, obviously, because Taylor Swift's endorsement came on Instagram, and it was a PR statement. Obviously, it didn't really reference anything in the debate.
Right.
So it was written before, and Harris walked off the stage to the song "The Man." Not my first choice.
Not my 50th.
And then they were selling Harris Wall's friendship bracelets on the website. So this was a three-pronged attack.
Right. And then, of course, Tim Walz wore a denim mini dress with thigh-high boots to a rally.
What we should have predicted was this was going to send Trump into a tizzy.
The tizziest. The tizzy bitch of all time. Yes.
More than a tizzy, what you need to know about this is before all of this, Brittany Mahomes, I want to think of her as sort of a Amelia Bedelia type,
right,
as a friend to Taylor Swift, because she follows Trump on Instagram, but she also apparently follows Biden and Harris too. She's all over. She's one of those undecided voters, probably.
Oh,
you
God.
know?
And I keep thinking about them for some reason. Oh, wait, because they're shoved in my face. Yes.
So she likes a post by Trump, and this leads to people pointing out online that she liked a post by Trump, because there are apparently people who have nothing to do all day, so they track what random celebrities like on Instagram all day. This is how sometimes you'll see on Instagram, so-and-so has followed so-and-so.
Right.
I don't know who has the time to figure this out.
Right.
But they figured out Brittany liked this post. Trump found this out, and then he started going on and on about how he loves Brittany Mahomes. Someone
likely thing for him to do, yes.
Someone did point out online, they firmly believe that Trump thought this was Britney Spears.
No way. You really? Because
Britney Spears got married to a Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, but Brittany Mahomes obviously is associated with the football family that we all care about, right? So he might have been familiar with her.
Maybe, but he's also demented.
Right. Oh, yeah. I'm not trying to get... This isn't The Cell. I'm not trying to get into the brain and understand it. No.
The house and the Wicked Witch and Toto are all flying around up in there. Okay? So after this Taylor endorsement, he goes on this nasty rant saying, "I hate Taylor Swift." And then he also puts on his website... I don't know if they're still up. I don't know if Tree Payne has had him arrested.
Yeah, drawn and quartered. Yeah.
Yeah. But he put on his website a Trump Eras Tour shirt.
Baffling. I mean, like down to like the coloring is all the same. Like it's clearly a reference to the Taylor Swift Eras Tour merchandise.
Which is so funny because it's the funny contradictory nature of Trump, because you hate her, but you're also posting merch that looks like her merch, / you were also very excited for an endorsement from her when it was an AI endorsement.
Right. Yes. He used her image in a tweet that he retweeted. Yes.
So anyway, now you have Republicans and conservatives hating Taylor Swift, including Megyn Kelly, who for some reason keeps crawling out of the mud.
Excuse me, I'm sure I've said this before. Again, to bring up an old internet term that is now dead but much beloved, is anyone in the history of the world more pressed than Megyn Kelly? She, whatever she tweets, it's like, it's not just that she's angry old Megyn Kelly from whatever she used to host on Fox News. It is truly as if there are flames behind her while she tweets. She is scorned and, to use my favorite Michael Jackson word, devilish.
Remember when Charlize Theron played her?
And I'm not used to being upset with Charlize Theron. This time I was pissed with her. What was that fucking movie? It didn't teach us anything other than John Lithgow put some prosthetics on him, put some Rick Baker-ass makeup, and he can be a big, creepy Fox News guy.
I want to say that the Megyn Kelly thing was also on her YouTube channel that she runs from whatever bunker she currently lives in. I don't know. I was reading this newsletter that I follow this morning, Popular Information, and Megyn Kelly apparently went on some rant about how Taylor Swift, in supporting Harris, now supports, kids being taken away from their parents and transgender surgeries, and saying Wall supports this, which is a blatant lie, by the way. The law actually gives rights to parents, but when has Megyn Kelly been known to care about the truth?
Oh, I'm sorry. Her saga, when we gave her that talk show, and she said, I'm sick of politics.
Megyn!
Yes. And then 3 weeks in, the ratings were dipping. She was like, what if I did politics again? And then that didn't work out either. And then we paid her ass to go away, which, by the way, thank you, Rumpelstiltskin, for making that dream come true. But she keeps coming back.
Yeah, the whole point of the money to go away means that you're supposed to go away.
Yes, right. Away. Stay there. We keep talking about how people just don't go away. Like, if they have a Twitter account, they're like, I've got to get back into it.
You know who is going away, though? Diddy.
He is going the awayist. He's away travel. He's going to pack himself in a little red bag and fly away.
Never have I had so many texts from people this morning saying that they were reading an entire indictment. The entire unsealed Diddy indictment was released today. It was 14 pages. I read it in bed this morning, and it is wild. This is Scarface shit. This is Stefano Demira shit. This is a RICO case. Basically, it's racketeering, it's sex trafficking, it's money laundering, it's drugs.
You sound like a Maya Angelou poem right now. Jesus Christ. Gwendolyn Brooks, more like, actually. No, it's extremely disturbing, as all the allegations already have been. But I mean, like sex trafficking rings, where there's like a term for the actual thing he's making them do. It's like so
freak-offs.
Yes, right. Mm-hmm.
Freak-offs, where you are filming women have sex with male sex workers who've been trafficked into New York City, and then plying them with drugs so that they can keep performing while he's watching. The wildest thing in this was that they were recovering stuff from hotel rooms, and they recovered 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube.
Jesus Christ. I mean,
what are we doing here?
The
slip and slide at Family Double Dare?
Do not invoke Mark Summers at this time. My good man in a suit and Reeboks.
Bring that show back.
Always good. We had
adult
the version.
Double Dare.
Yeah, adult. You are correct. It should be adult. I enjoyed the version we had with Liza Koshy, the reboot of it. But that, to me, would be a lot better.
You know what, actually? Big Brother is kind of Double Dare.
Right. They are shameless about that.
It's goofy as hell.
People slipping
the
and
games
sliding.
Are goofy.
Yeah.
You watch the show that is intense gameplay and strategy, and then when you tell a friend to watch it, they watch someone singing and dancing in Janky World in a backyard and making pizzas.
It is embarrassing to bring people into, because you just have to fall into the trance of it. Otherwise, your intellect, steps in and says, danger.
Anyway, shout out to Ben Affleck, who is no longer J-Lo's most embarrassing ex.
No shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's deeply off the hook. And I hope he's okay.
Also, this indictment starts from 2009, which means I don't believe that she will be called as any kind of witness.
Okay, good. You know, she's got enough going on right now. You know, this is me moving on. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my girl. Shout out to J-Lo and Ben for keeping the love alive.
Or whatever they're doing. They had to reunite for
Whatever
2 seconds.
the fuck
They
they're
accidentally
doing.
like jumped on each other and made out. We all been there.
Staying in each other's orbits. I kind of love it. It's J-Lo summer, and we're just living in it.
That's true.
Louis,
Yes.
what is your keep it to?
Okay, well, I had a bunch of girlfriends in from my hometown of Lamont, Illinois this weekend, and they were driving all over LA. And I have to say, for tourists, they had a pretty good weekend. Like, I brought them to the Love It or Leave It show with Jane Fonda, whom they got to sit right next to, so that was shocking. We went to Nobu in Malibu, and I said to my friends, I was like, I really don't see celebrities hang out at places like this, so I doubt we'll see anybody. The first person we saw was Paul McCartney, who walked right by. The number one celebrity alive. Absolutely number one. But also, in the rides back and forth across LA, a song would come on that just kept reminding me that summer is deeply over. And I actually have to tell this song to go away because it takes me so back to Fire Island and Summer Good Times. Keep It to Espresso. I can't hear it anymore. I cannot hear the song anymore.
Wow.
It takes you back to Palm Springs. It takes you back to being zonked and like 4th of July parties and barbecues and, you know, summer fling, summer romances. It just is not a song that I think will transfer into fall all that well, even though she performed it really well at the VMAs recently. That was a fun, kitschy
But
performance.
Louis, I thought you hated fall.
I am preparing for the death that is fall.
Okay.
Fall to me is not a season. It's simply the death of summer, a time when we enjoy ourselves and celebrate and live in the light. When people say to me things like, Halloween, that's really my time. Baby, take off the mask. Walk towards the sun. How about that? The light is inviting to you. God's here. Come and say hi.
Well, not everybody can take it off. What about the man in the iron mask?
Oh, I didn't even think of him. Or Leonardo DiCaprio still not getting Oscar nominations. Yes. He was like, I'll wait till The Aviator. He did have the Gilbert Grape one, but he was a teenager. It's different. Anyway, no, just Espresso comes on and it just immediately transports you to a place we will not be able to get back to for 9 more months. So I will continue to listen to Taste by Sabrina Carpenter. I will continue to listen to Bedchem, still maybe my favorite non-single off that album. And I also love Don't Smile on that album. I think that's a good This Romance Is Over song. So maybe I'll switch to that vibe when I can in the car. Actually, I've had quite a bit of a Chappell Roan renaissance too. You really are right about Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl. I think that is one of the most bangerini songs on the album.
Yeah, it's really sort of American Life-y, I feel like.
Yeah, and also I feel like maybe it's the most kind of Brat Summer sounding track on the album too.
Yeah. I want to do a keep it to the teens of social media who are now attacking drag queens for impersonating Chappell Roan, who are saying that it's misogynistic. There was recently a clip of someone doing Red Wine Supernova, and they opened up their dress, and it was almost like they were a bottle of Franzia, and they were pouring out red wine into glasses. Like, there was mostly women attending this brunch, and obviously it's hilarious. And these people commenting, Chappell would hate this. This is disgusting. You're making fun of women. And she literally shouted out drag queens at her VMA performance. She's always talking about Sasha Colby. She has drag queens, local queens, open for her on her tour. I trust you. She's seen it all.
Please. No, she sounds comprehensively like a fan of drag queens. Also, like, railing against drag queens for being misogynistic. Baby, do you like sounding like a Republican? Shut up.
Also, it just speaks to people who are young, are not of legal drinking age yet, have not been inside of a bar, have not seen real drag yet, and only introduction to drag is Drag Race.
Right. Which I guess, I don't think of the drag on Drag Race as particularly anesthetized, but you're right, in bars there's more rowdiness, more like stuff you are physically screaming at while they are performing. Yeah. So you're right. I think people are probably undereducated about street level drag.
Too.
Yes.
There's some grosser drag, etc., gag humor. And also, even if the show isn't sanitized, the fandom is, because you can't be mean on that show anymore.
You sure fucking can't. Oh my God. I mean, like, we talk a lot about how people come after pop stars. I'm not saying they don't come after pop stars. Something is very concentrated about the way drag queens are targeted after they go on Drag Race, and whatever their arc is, people feel ownership over that show and saying one person was right and one person was wrong, and it sounds extremely traumatizing.
So speaking of summer, though, what do you think about Tater Tot?
Oh, Miss McCrae?
Miss McCrae, It's Okay, I'm Okay, her new single.
Oh,
which
love
is stirring controversy.
the song. Love
I do
the
too.
song. The video, I like that it's a little dicey because I don't think of her as that dicey. Like, it's like is salacious and she's near naked in it, and like she's thrown up against a cop car, I guess. But by the way, don't put a cop car in a music video unless you're Formation. Please don't.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm being arrested and now I'm running away from the police. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think of
If you're
that
black,
song?
they'd shoot you.
Right, that's what I mean. It's like I just wouldn't open that can of worms. Yeah.
I enjoy the song. I cannot understand a single word she's saying.
That's not the point of Tate McRae. Again, she's...
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's
her
the
voice
vibes.
is an amalgamation of all the Rugrats, okay? They're goo goo gaga, and she's thrusting around, okay?
I will say there's a lot of controversy from a tweet that compares her to Britney Spears and says that she's delivering it. She is this generation's Britney Spears, and there's a lot of debate happening about this right now, especially her wearing a lot of Britney's outfits like she did at the VMAs recently. Here's the thing. She's not this generation's Britney Spears, okay? They're doing very different things. She's paying homage to Britney a lot. She's paying mortgage to Britney Spears quite a bit. But she's not really giving Britney, and the hits aren't there yet for her to be Britney, to be honest.
No. The hits of Britney are, I mean, a level. I'm actually sort of shocked to say that nobody has really hit that level of one after another, just classic. I mean, like Thriller the album type size singles. I do like Tate McRae singles, generally speaking. But no, I would say, as I tweeted recently, she's more Willa Ford got into Juilliard. You know?
Also, that video is definitely giving outtakes from When I Grow Up.
Oh, again, and in 20 years, she will be eligible to be a Pussycat doll. Yes.
Robin Anton is watching closely.
Yes, right. Seeing if she's got the pole moves. Right.
Yeah. All right, so my Keep It this week, this is devastating to me.
Oh, no.
But my Keep It this week goes to Pharrell.
Oh, Oscar nominee for the song Happy. What's wrong with him?
The song doesn't make me happy, for one. But
no,
this isn't about that.
It's a lie, yeah.
So Pharrell had this interview in The Hollywood Reporter, which is just churning out a lot of bon mots.
A Quincy
And
Jones style
them,
interview, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them are wild, girl. And I'm like, Pharrell, remember when you weren't annoying?
What were these quotes?
Okay, one of them. I don't do politics. In fact, I get annoyed sometimes when I see celebrities trying to tell you who to vote for. I'm one of those people who says, "What the heck? Shut up. Nobody asked you." Now, people are quoting this with Pharrell in 2016 on the Ellen Show, telling people to vote for Hillary Clinton, and him in MTV's Vote or Die campaign.
So he just disagrees with himself now. Okay, I mean, I've been there.
Himself now. Yes, there is also apparently a rift between him and his Neptunes partner Chad Hugo, and this is Hall & Oates level devastating to me, Louis.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean I agree. It's like if the Daft Punk people started like throwing magnets at each other, and is that what they do in that group? I have no idea.
They control space and time, Louis.
And occasionally get Paul Williams
crime.
involved. Yeah.
Your Neptunes partner, Chad Hugo, whom you met in 7th grade, recently filed a lawsuit claiming you were trying to monopolize the name of your duo. How are you and Chad right now? I always wish him the absolute best. Is that him voicing his character in the movie? Yep. Are you guys on speaking terms now? No, but I love him, and I always wish him the absolute best, and I'm very grateful for our time together. Are you kidding me?
That sounds like they're
That
closing the book.
sounds-
Closing the book.
Yeah. The Neptunes are going the way of Pluto.
Going to be relegated to minor planet status. Yes.
Yeah. That's That definitely sounds like you talk about somebody that way when you are not friends anymore.
No, you're watching the crypt descend into the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
And that hurts, but part of me wants to feel like it is Pharrell's fault. Because let me bring up something from the same interview on Khalees.
Oh, no.
2 years ago, Beyonce removed the interpolation of Khalees's Milkshake, which you wrote and produced with Chad Hugo, from her Renaissance track, Energy, after Khalees aired her grievances on social media. Did you ever speak about that with Khalees? Makes a no sound. Have you and her talked at all? Makes a no sound. No? Makes a no sound. I wish her the absolute best.
Wow.
But I wrote this song. You're saying you don't have to get her approval to do anything with the song? Not on Milkshake. It was me and Chad who produced it.
Oof. Brings all the hateration to the yard.
I wish them the absolute best is so nasty and so rude.
Yeah. Also, it's just like, I understand that Khalees didn't write that song, but you like understand where she's coming from. Like, Beyonce is obviously a massive performer. Like, she's being referenced on the song. It's her song. Like, I can understand saltiness about it. For Pharrell to be like mystified by that feels like he's being purposely dense.
Also, even if you wrote it, her name is on the credits.
Yeah.
As a writer, which means that at some point you had an agreement to put her name on it so that she could continue to earn money off of it as a writer, which I'm sure that's why Beyonce removed it after Khalees was mad about it, because what Beyonce does is everybody who's involved in the process of creating a song with her gets credited so that everybody eats. So if you did that in the past with Khalees, it just seems disingenuous for you now to be like, well, fuck her.
Right. Well, the time is now to tout the underrated hits of Khalees. Can we talk about Blindfold Me of Khalees Was Here? Now, that was a banger.
Baby.
With the video, I love when she
That
is
beat.
gross. Yes.
Yeah.
Gross
Everything.
beat. Gross beat.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Everything about that song is, that album, by the way, is Khalees Was Here. That is Blindfold Me. That's Bossy.
Mm-hmm. Till the
That
wheels fall
is-
off. Yeah.
What's that right there?
Yes. Love that song. Yeah.
Trilogy. This is like, oh, and all shit. Like this is that album in 2006 ran college for me.
Yes. No, I literally remember going to, there was like a bar in the University of Iowa, I think it was called One-Eyed Jake's, which had stairs you could easily fall down, that I didn't, shockingly. And it was kind of, I
Not
remember
One-Eyed Jake's.
I know. I feel like at the time they mostly played rap music, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember upstairs, but like, you know, you could kind of dance there too. So there'd be kind of like gay guys and then more like rap focused people there. And Bossy would bring both sides together because you got the too short rap and then you've got like the sassy Bossy quotient. So props to Bossy for making 2006 what it was for me.
If you are a listener who went to Loyola Chicago, maybe in like the 2000s, please remind me of what the straight bar was that was literally right next to campus, because that was the same kind of vibe. They would always play that kind of music. And that was, 2006 that was an era.
I mean, like, we were sort of waiting for like someone like Lady Gaga to appear and give us hard pop music, but up until that time, you know, we did have our Flo Ridas and our Kelly Clarksons. Like, we got along just fine in college. Yeah, Sierra, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, also we went into college with Tasty Khalees, of course, if you want to talk about underrated Khalees. I mean, that album is sort of Milkshake defined, but Trick Me, In Public, Millionaire, like these are Sugar Honey Iced Tea. These are all classic fucking songs.
We haven't even brought up her earlier. It's like Get Along With You. Love that song. Caught Out There.
Yeah. And nothing goes off at an afters, as I learned at our after parties in Fire Island this summer, like acapella.
Great song. That was remixed almost to death. I'm glad we did so much with it.
Yeah. Acapella and 4th of July. So shout out to Khalees. I love her.
Yeah, and you keep cooking and selling nail polish or whatever it is your main thing is now.
Yeah, and also I love the Neptunes, and I'm sorry that their partnership has died, but I'll remember them the way I remember Hall & Oates. I love that partnership. I love when they were producing music. They were producing hits. Recently, at a friend's birthday, I was just plugging songs in to the queue, and it turns out that all of them were Neptune's produced songs. I wasn't even planning to do it, but I was putting in like Mariah Carey, Say Something. And it was all these songs. I was like, oh, wait, these are Neptune songs. Of course.
They're a fabulous collaboration. Yes. May they rest or get back together or whatever they need to do.